Sandy, Category 1. This is the final flight, more than likely. We do have another flight that is scheduled to go behind us. We have every ounce of fuel on the aircraft that we can actually squeeze on, so because we know we're going to be out there a long time, well past our last fix. So the mission purpose today is to go out and fix Sandy and stay in the environment as long as humanly possible. We will leave more than likely when we hit bingo fuel. So Nav, you keep me posted on that as the day goes, and then we'll bug out when we hit that point. It's going to be a very long mission. Maintenance status, as far as the aircraft, it's 5308. It does have max gas. The weather out there, it's obviously a hurricane. We are teal 73. Our times today, we're here already. Our takeoff time is 15:45 Zulu with 11:45 local. We'll call stations at 11:15 local. That gives us 2 hours from now. So we've got plenty of time to take care of anything, any last-minute planning, take care of yourself, anything like that. Come home early or anything like that if we have a maintenance issue or any type of emergency procedure we have to fix. If your head's down or head's up anytime we're taxiing out, please let the other pilot know so that we can make sure on the flight deck as well it's looking out for clearing. Transfer of aircraft control, let's make that as positive as possible. You have the aircraft right, let's keep it as quiet as possible, especially when we're in the radar environment, and let's be listening up because we're going to be up in the New York sector, so there'll be a lot of talk on radios, airline activity. So there'll be very few of us out there flying today. Do we know if Noah's out there?
We're alone.
All on our own. Okay, that's how I like it. Primary radio is Victor 2, emergency ground egress. 6 crew members, crew entrance door is the primary, 300 feet off the nose. Okay, I'm going to be looking for everybody. If you got to step over one of our crew members on the way out, it's a good sign they're incapacitated. Grab them and drag them with you. Chock the nose gear load. Don't risk yourself to shut off the oxygen. All right, Val, you got it. Give us a heads up.
Expect that we may do some other extended legs when we're in the southern semicircle of the storm. Right now, the crew that's out there is doing 75 nautical mile legs for additional fixes. We may get 75-mile legs when we're in the northern half. As it gets closer to land, of course, we're going to have to modify the pattern so we stay out over water. So total will be flexible. If they want longer legs anywhere, we'll give them that. We'll be doing drop-ons in the eye and also in the maximum bands.
Slightly elevated. I want everybody to review this. Everybody's good on the ORM. We've all signed up on it. The flight plan looks good. Ben, why don't you talk to us about the whiskey areas and all, and give us a heads up what's going on.
Sure. The original plan had us kind of going way out to the east to enter from the southeast, but now that the new plan is to enter 150 from the southwest, it kind of shortens things up, which is good for us. Saves on the gas. So it got Charleston, the jet routes jumping off at Wilmington, North Carolina. Director fix on a jet our way out here just east of the Outer Banks. That's our descent point. Right now, old Sandy is centered right here, oddly enough, at the Raleigh intersection.
Wow.
Yeah, which is just
Did you plan that?
Yeah, just about 200 miles east of 200 miles east of Norfolk. And so the first leg is 150 from there, so plenty of time to do what they need. And then it's just about a 2-hour jog back to Savannah after we're done.
Okay, all right. If anybody didn't catch that, Raleigh, that is Val's husband's name, so that'll be where we're at. Okay, so bingo fuel is a big thing. Everybody be ready for changes on the flight plan. We're going to be changing up a lot because I'm sure they're going to want some different things as we're making close to landfall. So
buckle in until I give you the get-up signal. That's all I have.
Okay. Anything else? Ty, you want to add anything?
No.
Ben?
Nothing that.
All right, let's go do it. This will be the last one. 8 days straight of flying Sandy, and this should be the last mission. So I'm ready to put it to bed and be done with it. I know everybody's tired and worn out. We're ready to go home. That's it.
Both PFDs and true. Thanks. Normal, TARA. TKS mode is set. Active route is set, and I'm not sure if we skipped the radar step, but it's set for my tilt. Okay, we may have radar set, pilot. Go. Yeah, sorry. Okay, true heading is set. TKS mode is set, above and below. TARA, active route, set. Ref mode panel. Altimeter is set. TAC ends. There's nobody else out here. It's set. Radios. We got Giant Killer and Victor 2. Who's in Victor 1? 126.2. That was back at whatchamadinkey, huh? Yeah, it's Savannah. 2016. What's that? 2345 in there? Yeah, let's put 243 nothing in U1. I'm gonna put that up there just so we'll have it. Alright, put it load. Hang on, complete pilot. Cove. Yeah. Alright, ingress checks are complete. See an 800-foot difference.
Yeah, as soon as we cross the 8ers,
Yeah.
tell them we're gonna go up to flight level 100.
Huh. Alright. What's up?
310 at 20. No eye wall to speak of. The last time that they were possibly some thunderstorms near the center, which may make it a little dicey. And they were also reporting some turbulence in this quadrant. This is where the strongest winds were found.
Just confirm you're going to delay in the Capella. Is that all left turned? Or
Minimum altimeter setting, that's called a 945 millibars. Hopefully it's not much of a factor today.
There's any fool in New York flying right now. Besides us. Yeah, well.
Coast Guard will be flying.
Coast Guard, yeah.
To keep us out of the, off the land. And heading changes, just like yesterday. If I like what I see and the weather comes back heading, that means we're good to go. And if not, I'll be vocal as to where I want us to go, instead of the heading given.
Autopilot, auto throttles will back each other up as we always do. If it looks like it can't handle it, the automation can't handle the turbulence, we'll obviously do the hand flying and back each other up. LPU is on below 2,000, and as far as my, one thing I like to reiterate, and you just hit it, Nav, is the weather's going to make a request for a heading change. You're going to state the heading, we're going to turn the aircraft. Right now we're about 100 miles out of the eye. We just dropped our first sun. It's cold. There's winds, good strong winds at the surface. Probably that sun's away. So we're inbound northwestward here to the eastern seaboard. Sun looks good.
And SFMR just came up with a 65.
So the Smurf, she's saying just hit 65. Actually see the surface, Val. Look out your window right now. There's a little spot there you can see.
I mean, if that's the true pressure center, that's way out there in the open area.
Well, I just got a message that the last crew had some strange winds coming out this direction.
Okay.
One of the glimpses I had of the surface was calling for a pretty significant right turn. The flight level is still showing left.
It's completely open to the east, huh? Oh yeah, it's just ripped open. We're heading right back to that point now, looks like. Yeah, sure are. Yep. Sure are.
Well, normally I would say they'd be coming from our left side, but now, no, we definitely have a shift down there.
Yeah, you just saw that breaker I just saw down there.
Look at the way the spray's blowing.
Exactly. Spray's going that way. It's blowing to the northwest. And then the bandings, and then it looks like they're just cut off right there. And then that could possibly be the center just ahead. Somewhere in that general area. It matches with the banding on the radar.
It's probably going to be pretty close to, you know, where that, it sort of makes a bend there.
Little pocket up ahead.
All right, let's take 35 left.
Okay.
35 left.
265.
Five right. Okay, what about flying into that thing? I'm looking at some of that stuff just off to the left of the main convection. Looks kind of interesting. Okay, down to 10 knots. We're close enough, really.
Be a better view. I mean, I can see what the spray is doing up here too, but at 5 we can go off the aircraft winds. We're definitely hunting now. Well, it's nasty down there. Nothing like we saw yesterday though in that other southern part.